Nice to have you on my channel, Middle Anthology. Ingi, first, help me with your full name because I will not try to pronounce it. It doesn't look like very complicated, but there's an accent and
yeah, it's one of the easier ones in the band. So it's Ingi Þórisson.
Okay.
Yeah, the first letter is pronounced TH. That's the way to pronounce it.
I will have butchered that for sure. So thank you for introducing yourself. You're from the band Power Paladin. You're based in Iceland, and nice to meet you. Maybe tell us what you are doing in the band. You're playing guitar and other instruments with strings, but what's your role, your complete role in the band, songwriting and all of this?
I play lead guitars. I sing backing vocals live, and I also record our albums and produce them alongside with Haukur, our audio engineer, and Atli and Bjarni, our singer and keyboard player, and almost all the band. It's the band is mostly a complete like one organism. We work together on creating the songs. It maybe starts with me and Atli writing songs, and we add it together, but it always ends up with an input from all of the band, especially in the recording process, on how things should be. So yeah, I guess.
So it's a group effort. It's not like there's a lot of bands. There will be one leader, one mastermind, and then the other will just give their input once the skeleton of the songs will be built. But you are from scratch working all together.
No. Like you said, it's more of the either me or Atli. We start with skeletons, and then we send to each other and work from that. But the band always has like an input at some point.
Okay.
So it's like inputs come afterwards.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about Beyond the Reach of Enchantment that will be released on March 27th via Roar, which is Rock of Angel Records.
Yeah.
And it's linked to the Reigning Phoenix Entertainment.
Correct.
So, and you were on the first album with Atomic Fire, and it's like a new genesis of that label. I think we exchanged a little bit before this interview. Tell me a little bit about.
They merged with Reigning Phoenix after a few years of Atomic Fire being. But we started our first album with Atomic Fire, releasing our first album with them. I think we were the first release they did after starting. It was formed by Marcus Stiger, I think is pronounced, that formed Nuclear Blast Records, and a couple other people from from the Nuclear Blast scene. So right now we are releasing Beyond the Reach of Enchantment via Roar, like you said, and it's our second album. We are very excited about it. It's the bigger leap for us, I guess, in regards to heavier styles and more thrashy styles in some ways as well. So it's a more mature version, I think, of the first album in many ways. It's hard to explain because I had the same problem with the first album, trying to explain what people should expect. Because I don't really know myself. Especially when you do like I did, which is recording the album as well, it kind of gets you get accustomed to it. So is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. We'll figure it out afterwards, but I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah, it's good because I will not have this interview. It was bad.
That's fair.
Yeah, and the first single, Sword Vigor, was a little bit different. It was still sounding like Power Paladin, but it reminded me of the band Striker from Canada that are really into that kind of high-octane, energetic song with great lead guitar playing and big vocals, larger than life, and great hooks. tell me a little bit about that first single. And the video was fucking goofy and really funny, and liked it.
Yeah. I think the first single is one of the oldest songs of the record. I think we actually wrote that just shortly after we released our first album, with the magic Windfire Still. It blanked on me for a second.
I saw that. It happens.
We wrote that just like a couple of months, or even during like the mixing session of that album. So it's one of the older songs off the album, but it's like a high-paced, I guess, kind of not glam maybe, but more speed metal, heavy metal than the rest of the album. So, which is always a fun thing to have to blend with the power metal genre. But we add like power metal elements to it as well. It is basically the second Spider-Man song on the album in our catalog. We had Kraven the Hunter on the first album. This one deep dives into this one deep dives into the Japanese Spider-Man saga with stuff like Laboratory and stuff like that. I don't know a lot about it. That's our singer being a complete fucking nerd, so I would let him explain it. But yeah, he just really loves Spider-Man. So we have 2 Spider-Man songs now. Yeah, more is there to say about it? It's good
maybe
song.
the video, how you enjoyed doing that, because you should have a lot of fun making that thing.
The video was literally just a joke. We had we had it in our back pocket for a while, like as a joke. It was really funny to go like full plate mail into a car and just drive around partying and have that as a video. But I mean, nobody wants to spend the money to buy 5 full plate mail costumes. But ironically, or luckily, I should say, a friend of mine, he sent me a message on Instagram and told me that his friend was selling a bunch of these LARP helmets that he had, and he was selling them for dirt cheap, like I think $20-$30 per helmet. Yeah. So we just and he was selling like 10 of them. I don't know. So we just bought every single one of them and decided we're gonna do this. So now we have 10 helmets, even though it's just 6 of them end. But and we thought okay, now we have to do this video. So we called up a friend of ours, Andri Björn, the guitarist from Öðn, if you know them. It's a Icelandic black metal band. He's the one that.
What's the name?
Öðn. It's AUDN.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was pronounced that way. I know that it's more. It's like atmospheric black metal. Yeah,
that's correct. The guitarist from that band is the guy that shot and directed the video of Sword Vigor. So he's a good friend of ours, and we knew that he would get the joke we were going for, and he totally did, because he has the same kind of humor we do. So that I think these were 3 days of shooting. And I think we spent most of it just in one parking lot, just driving around in circles, trying to get funny videos to get in. Yeah, it's hard to tell a story about that video, because I'm still perplexed about how it happened, how he managed to do that, and also perplexed about the fact that it's so popular, because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We're just doing what we thought was funny, and people seem to enjoy it. So
it looks good. Seriously. It doesn't look like a low budget video. It looks fine. The takes are good on the camera. I really liked it, and you take it for what it is. It's really goofy power metal related thing, and I think that's why a lot of people shared that video. And the song is fucking upbeat, powerful, joyful, and you're just having a good time, like taking a ride with your car. You listen to Sword Vigor and you have a good time for sure.
I appreciate that.
And let's talk about the second single. That's the second song on the album, and it's quite different. We are getting back in the more fast power metal, bombastic territory. We have a nice it goes really fast at first, a lot of double bass drumming, and then you have that medieval part in the middle that is really cool, and then it builds up with a nice riff, nice lead guitar, and then you have the, I would say, more majestic lead guitars that comes up, and the growl vocals also, that is a new addition to the band. Let's dive into that second single called Glade Lords of Atto Lauren.
Yeah, it's literally a song about our bassist losing a game of Warhammer against our singer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. If you play Warhammer, there's a lot of, like, it's just literally talking about Warhammer lore, Warhammer fantasy lore. So it's
Henry Cavill loved that game.
So it's yeah, Atle wrote most of the song, and we were having problems with the middle parts. So he sent it to me, where like that drop down comes in. And I studied classical music, and I studied and with focus on Baroque music. So what I wanted to do is I want to write a 4-piece Baroque setup, but replacing the violins, and the cellos, and for bass and 2 guitars. So that kind of came into it, and then somehow, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it was not premeditated, but somehow my only way out of that chapter was to go into thrash metal, which is my bread and butter as well. So,
wow, what a getaway!
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot to Gamma Bomb, if you know them. So I really want to get like that. Yeah. So I really want to get that that call and answer of like clean vocals and screaming. So we heard rang up our buddy Oscar Runarsson, who is the guitar player for Nexion. And he also sang on our first record as well. So he's been in a couple of songs.
On Righteous Fury.
Yes, very correct.
Yes.
And Dark Crystal. He actually this summer he actually played on guitar with us during a few concerts we did in Germany. So he's like a very good friend of the band, like the unofficial 7th member. We sometimes talk about it, but yeah, we just called him up, and Atle had written the lyrics, and we were just riffing over it, and it came out great. And I mean, the rest of the song is just also great. It's very typical, like Atle style of writing. Atle is our singer who writes a lot of songs as well. It's a very cool, cool thing that he does. The first part of the song is in I forgot which key, but the second part of the song, it goes up to, or basically down 6. So it does a key change, and just for some it just stays that way the rest of the song. So like the first chorus and the first verse is 2 keys lower than, or 2 steps lower than, yeah. So we had to record the chorus and the backing vocals for the chorus and everything, and the lead guitars under it, the decoration guitars. We do that twice, which is a hassle because it's a lot of vocals, like a lot of layering of vocals. But it's really cool, and you don't really notice it unless you like really know what is happening. So that it's the choruses are 2 different keys, the first one and the second one.
I noticed there was something different, but at the same time, with the middle part that goes really slow, and when it comes back, it's more thrash metal, like you said. Then when the final chorus happen, the first chorus is quite it's been a long time, like you heard it. So you see, you hear there like an evolution, but at the same time I wasn't like, oh, it's I did notice it was probably another key, but it's nice to hear how it went on your side, and it works perfectly.
It does, it really does. Like, yeah, Atle nailed something there, and I remember him sending it to me for the first time. I was like, "What the fuck? That's fucking weird," but I like it. Stick to that.
Yes, we talk a little bit about Righteous Fury, and I had a question about that. Not necessarily the song, but will you include more of those video games influences on this new record? That one was Zelda. So tell me, is there other video games that will appear?
No, not on this like record. Sadly, not direct references to video games. Not that I know of, at least. You never know. But right now, I just between you, me, and the people that are going to watch this, I'm just lucky Nintendo hasn't gotten involved. So, so I don't know what that thing is, but yeah. So no, not on this record, but yeah, I don't even think we have video game references this time around. We just have the board game kind of references. But
Okay.
that was a fun little. I think that song was written back in like before the band was even started by Atli. So where the basis of that was written down by Atli before that, and he had just added that Nintendo Zelda Hyrule theme into it, and we just stuck with it, and it sounds cool.
Yeah, totally. That was the first song that I hooked. That I was hooked on the first album, and yes, probably the chorus of the closing track. There can only be one.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I heard his vocal was so high pitched, I was like, it sounds a little bit like the T-shirt I'm wearing today.
Right. 12 Force, right?
Their first album, there was a lot of really high pitch
Yeah,
chorus
Christian.
by Christian Eriksen, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, it reminds me a little bit of that, and I love that. So
Yeah, me too. I think we were kind of aiming for something like in that regards, because we really loved the first 12 Force album back then. We were listening to it a lot. So, and Atli's vocal range is insane. Like it's kind of funny because talked about when I was recording this album. There's a backing track or like a backing track, like a background vocal in one of the songs, where I just told him like, can you just go an octave higher? And he does that, and I'm like, okay, one octave more. So that's an octave above the octave that we're doing already. So and yeah, no problem. The thing is that I have never, like when I'm trying to push him to do like new heights and vocals, stuff like that, for especially for background vocals or just when I'm recording and producing while we're doing the album. I have never ever experienced him not being able to hit the note. I've just experienced him basically going so high that it stops sounding cool and starts sounding silly. So there's no end to his vocal range. Like it goes so high that it just stops being cool and starts being weird.
yeah, it's almost he has almost a soprano register, but he can go quite low as well.
He can as well. That's like insane. Like he has this. I don't know how many octaves it is, but I mean, he's going
probably
like
five, six octave.
The man can hit like the Ian Gillan heights of notes, so it's insane. And the funny thing, like he didn't even originally when we started this band, he was going to play guitars. And
so he's a good guitar player as well. Okay.
Oh, he's a fantastic guitar player. And then we couldn't find a singer, so he's like, "Oh fuck it, I'll just try." And went to a few semesters, went to learn a bit of singing, and then just managed to do that somehow, which is fucking insane when you think about it. So yeah.
Okay, so he has no background as a singer.
No. He learned it from the band.
What the hell?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, our keyboardist also had no idea how to play keyboards. He has a degree in drumming, so but he just wanted to be in the band.
Strange. So you have a lot of talented people inside that band.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly like this band was formed basically as just a group of friends. We really wanted to play power metal, so somehow we just ended up all. Well, not somehow. I guess we just really wanted to play power metal. There was no power metal band in Iceland, so we decided to make a power metal band. And it was just like, hey, you want to play drums? Yeah, cool, man. Do you want to do the guitars? Yes, yeah, let's do it. So just at a party or just like different places. So everybody in the band already knew each other, and we had been friends for more than, I think, 15 years when we started the band.
Oh wow! And before the first album, how many years have you been jamming together before it became really Power Paladin and we will release a debut album?
We we started. I guess the formations were started in early 2017. I was moving back from the Netherlands. I've been living there for 1.5 year, and like my bass player sent me or the bass player sent me, hey man, do you want to join a paranormal band? And I can't remember. It's like, hell yeah. You don't have to ask me anymore. Yeah, I'll join. And so, and then we started, I guess, just playing around with Guitar Pro, if you know that.
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that are not familiar with that, it's a music scoring program for rock bands, essentially. It's meant to create tablature and drums, stuff like that, to play along to. And we just started throwing around both old songs. I'd written a song in the Netherlands that I really wanted to play, and Atle had written some songs, so we just started bouncing them off each other. And I think we played through 12 songs until we threw 4 of them away, or 3 of them away. Well, probably more than that, actually. For about 7, 8, 9, yeah. I think we did 3 years of that, and then we started recording our first album, which we had started, ironically, back in 2018, but given up on because we were just too busy playing concerts. We never expected that. We never expected this band to be anything. We always just assumed it was just going to be a friend group. We didn't even have social media until 2019, I think, because we were just jamming and playing gigs. And then people kept on asking us to play gigs, to our surprise, and so we just kept doing that and never actually started recording the album. It was not until COVID hit in 2020 that we couldn't play any gigs anymore, so we had to record an album. So we did that, and we did that ironically with the idea of just releasing it by ourselves on Spotify and maybe creating a few vinyls for friends and family. But then at some point we were just all of a sudden in the midst of talking to Atomic Fire, who just really wanted to release the album, and we were like, okay, that's weird, but okay. So yeah, I sometimes describe this band because of the way you were asking, when we started forming the band, for the first years, we just treated this as a friend group and kind of, I don't want to say as a joke, but it was more like a fun kind of thing that we kind of, okay, it's like a joke that got out of hand in some ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we never expected to play festivals, and we never expected to be. I never expected to be doing this. This is still kind of weird for me, even though I've done it, a few times.
But it was so organic at the same time. Just a bunch of guys wanting to play power metal all together, and then people were asking to play concert, and then the demand was getting higher, and Atomic Fire went aware of that, and they just decided, let's sign that band. They sound cool, and thanks to the pandemic, you had time to lay down all the tracks for this album. And for a debut album, it sounds like a very mature sound already on the first.
We had the help of I think the fact that me and Bjarni, our keyboardist, are both audio engineers. That helps a lot with trying to the recording process. But we also had Haukur Hannes, who is the guy that mixed both our albums, who is one of the best. He's a friend of ours, and he's one of the best metal audio engineers you can find in Iceland and even around. He's just so good at what he does. So we had also a lot of talented people helping us out with what we were doing. So it wasn't just us. Just everything with both the albums has been done. Everybody we work with is a friend of ours. So we've always had some connections to them beforehand. The lyric video for Glade Lords was done by Sarah Rut, our friend of ours, who's actually singing on the new album as well. She's got an amazing voice as well. And Andri, friend of ours, shot the videos. The artwork is done by James Held, who's actually probably the only person that is outside of the band that worked with us is the guy that does the artwork. But he's just somebody that Atle found online and just texted him and asked him to do
James
the artwork. James Child, that's the one.
He did the first the 2 artwork actually, and I wanted to ask about the new artwork that I really think is really looks medieval, and I see there's a lute behind you.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the spirit of the cover art, and it reminded me a cover art from the band, black metal band Pure Wrath. Do you know the band Pure Wrath?
I have not heard of them, no.
But it's the same like atmosphere as a cover. It's not exactly the same, but the feeling of and let's talk about what James did.
Yeah. Like the fantasy element, he brings a really cool touch to it. Like Atle just sends him ideas and he draws exactly what we want. So that's definitely what we like about him. There's also on the new album, though, if you saw the Glade Lords video, there's artwork there as well, which is done by a friend of mine, an American friend of mine, called Matti Small, who we just asked her to do like medieval tapestry kind of drawings for like the inside of the album. So that's also part of the album artwork. That came from her. Yeah, every single artwork for that is also like based on the story of the song. So there's like it goes around the lyrics, and you can see like the story of the song in the in the artwork.
Oh wow, there's a personalized image created for every single song on the album.
Yes.
So, and we will get that on both vinyl and CD versions?
Yes.
Oh, so that's a good thing to buy the vinyl. I think if you want to have the picture bigger, I'm just saying that, throwing that information, but personally, I would love to have the vinyl if with everything you just said. Really nice. Really like the vibe, and I was watching yesterday the new HBO series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Don't know if you heard about it.
Heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's but it's quite new. There's just 5 episodes, and it's related to the Game of Thrones series. Probably you know a bit about this.
I do.
How you cannot. Going back to we are talking about epicness, about shows, series, and there's a long track closing this album.
Yeah.
Clocking at almost 10 minutes, and I'm always really intrigued about long ass power metal songs. So tell me what you can say about this mammoth of a song.
I can start by saying that I wanted to be 20 minutes long. So
holy hell,
I failed at it. That's the only thing. No, it's that song is something that I did the most work on. So it's I kind of wanted to write a starts kind of in the same way as because I wrote the last song on the last album as well. There Can Be Only One, which I started off as a ballad, but then ran out of ideas, you know, where to go with a ballad, and just turned it into a metal song. So that happened again. It has some. Has kind of we have 2 guest singers on there. Skari, the growler, and Sara, a friend of ours,
okay,
as well, who is singing like. And my idea was to create like this kind of theatrical musical style power / thrash metal. So it's like thrash metal versus power metal choruses, and then a musical kind of change over to another scenery. I don't know. It's I can't explain it, but hopefully it speaks for itself.
Theatrical. It's theatrical a little bit. Good versus evil.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I guess the chorus is the only good part. Then the rest is just evil.
And is there long instrumental section, or is there vocal all throughout the song? I guess there's a lot of dynamics in a 10-minute song.
Ironically, not a lot of dynamics. No, it's pretty much kind of like hardcore. Well, there's, I mean, guess a bit of a break, but it's not really an instrumental song when I think about it. There's a lot of singing in it. because we have but there's also a lot of orchestration. I programmed a very very evil kind of symphonic thing that I want to have over it. So
oh wow.
Yeah, I guess there's 2 chapters where that kind of takes over, but it still is a lot of singing in it. At least, you know, if you look at the whole thing, I think there's more singing than not.
So
I might be wrong though.
So it shows probably a darker side of the band.
Yeah, it maybe, or it just shows me trying to be being too thrash metal oriented to write power metal sometimes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I think me and Natalie agreed that this is the serious song on the album. The same thing goes with There Can Be Only One on the first album. So it's always good to have something like in the end that is a bit more, you know, I guess, yeah, serious is for lack of a better word.
I love when power metal bands include more trashier and even death metal riffs, more melodic death metal. I think it fits perfectly. And there's a bunch of bands that have been doing that. It sounds less generic, I would say, because in a lot of power metal bands, it's a flamboyant solos, virtuoso solos, but sometimes the riffs are quite boring. It's like just basically chords or just fast picking, but nothing really interesting. There are not all Luca Turi like or Michael Romeo style.
Right.
And when a power metal band is riffing more like thrash metal band, and you still get the power metal elements, I think it's a perfect blend. Like the band Persuader. Do you know the band Persuader?
I do not know.
They sound a little bit like Blind Guardian, but trashier.
What's it called? I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna pretend I'm not on my phone writing it down.
Yeah, Persuader. And 2 of those guys were also in the band Savage Circus, which
heard of them.
Savage Circus was the new band by drummer Toman Stock, who was the drummer for Blind Guardian up to A Night at the Opera. When he left the band, he started Savage Circus with the Persuader guys, actually. So you need to check those 2 bands. The Persuader is still half active. Savage Circus, they did 2 albums and they are done. And it was also with Iron Savior, Pete Silk from Iron Savior.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's he was doing almost all the songwriting, a good part of the songwriting, and back vocals and lead guitar playing. So those albums are fucking bombastic, man.
I will check it out for sure. I did check the band that you sent me, by the way. For the people in the interview, they don't know what we're talking about, but the band that you sent me, and it was great. It's amazing.
Yeah, you loved it.
Yeah, I forgot the name though.
Yes, it's a great band. I don't even recall what I sent you. I sent so many albums to so many people. It can be a little bit complicated to follow all that.
Very fair.
but I'll check later. Anyway, let's talk. Since we are talking about other bands, can you give me on the top of your hand 5 bands in power metal that you really dig, and not necessarily an influence for the band, but that you appreciate a lot?
Like an influence from me mostly. Like I mean, first and foremost, I love Symphony X. Like you mentioned Michael Romeo earlier on, and like that's one of my favorite kind of riffers, and like everything that he does just hits the point. I also love Galnerius, the Japanese power metal band.
See you from Japan.
So good. I also just love the way they write. It's so like not formulaic, but like based on still like classical rules of music writing, which again I studied that, so like that really interests me. Avantasia, of course, anything Tobias Hammett does. Rhapsody of Fire were probably one of my favorite power metal bands when I was younger. I mean, I had every single CD by them, and I listened to them back and forth
Me too.
up until the well, I guess until they test into when they exploded into like 5 different bands. I really like listening to them before that.
Yeah, probably until Luca Turi left the band. It was after not the Frozen Tears of Angel,
No.
but the album just after Heroes. No, that's the last song. From Chaos to Eternity.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the last CD I bought by them, sadly. But that's because, I mean, I didn't really get it when they creating 5 different bands was kind of weird for me. So I didn't really know which one to listen to find the part of it that I liked. Because I liked Strapoli, I liked Trilli, and I liked their combination of songwriting, and I liked Fabio's voice. So, but them 3 in like different bands, sadly, didn't really work for me. But still, hopefully in the future, maybe they will get together again. And then a 5th band, I'm gonna draw a blank right now because I'm in Stratovarius, I guess. But Halloween,
the classic.
The
Halloween.
You can't go wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. Halloween was the first band I heard in the power metal field, and right after was Blind Guardian, and Blind Guardian is my favorite band.
Blind Guardian, of course. Sorry, that's definitely the 5th one.
Yeah, man, it's just all the albums are so different, but you still get all the DNA. You hear 3 seconds of any songs by Blind Guardian, you know it's them, and that's a really tour de force to do that.
It is.
So really love all the albums. I know some people are bashing After a Night at the Opera because the thrash metal elements are not as there as they were, but they got so creative.
I know. I mean, every band has to evolve, and evolving doesn't mean that your fans will necessarily follow you. Like it's not about, and like every time a band evolves away from something that I like, I'm not going to be mad because that's just them. It's their art, it's their music. Like if they want to do that, it's up to me if I like it or not. But it's not up to me if they do the change or not. So So I like bands that do that actually, because I feel like it also keeps them mature and keeps them maturing, keeps them also, releasing good songs. I mean, Opeth, if you look at them, when they went into that whole prog stick kind of stuff, I love that stuff. Like that's one of my favorite albums. Is their what's it called? The one with Sorceress on it, like their second prog album.
Sorceress.
Yeah, is it called Sorceress? The album?
I think it's Sorceress. The second one.
Cool. Yeah,
when they changed for a prog rock band.
Yeah. I love that album. But I mean, so many people didn't like that. But that's just Michael Achterfeld going for what he wanted to do, and I love that for him. I kind of like that more than I like the older stuff. So he gained some wisdom, I guess.
Wow. So you must be a big fan of prog rock, early like 70s, 80s prog rock. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. David Gilmour is my guitar hero. I mean, I like Michael Romeo, but he can't beat David Gilmour.
Yeah, a lot of feelings, man.
Yeah, in one note instead of 50,000,
Totally. Talking about bands outside of power metal, maybe drop some names that are really significant artists for you outside of the power metal genre. It doesn't have to be in metal. It can be any style.
Pink Floyd, of course, the biggest influence, I think, on me from the beginning. Everything that Stephen Wilson does, everything that Devin Townsend does. John Dowland, if you know him, it's the Renaissance composer from like 13 something, I forgot was here.
I'm not sure I recall that.
Lute composer, like one of the most famous lute composers in the world.
Classical?
The Renaissance.
Oh, Renaissance.
Like early Renaissance or late Renaissance period. Him and all the classical music or the Baroque music heroes. Let's see, Megadeth, Metallica, Hitter, Slayer, and I'm trying to name drop something cool in the thrash metal era, but I'm drawing a blank again because I'm under pressure. but yeah, I listen to a lot of music, man. And I like, for me, also pop music, stuff like that. I listen to a lot of that on top of it as well. So I really love these days Poppy. If you know her, like the
Which one?
Poppy. Do you know her?
Poppy?
Poppy. Poppy.
No.
No, she used to be a very like candy floss pop kind of music person or artist, and I was listening to her while she was doing that, like doing this kind of like, you know, sugar cookie poppy music, and then all of a sudden she just went full metal and started screaming in her albums, and yeah, it's fucking weird. The weirdest thing is that I was listening to her while she was doing pop music, and then she just drops a song that is just full blown metal. I'm like standing there, was like, what the fuck? Like, wow. I thought literally, yeah, I thought my because I was listening to the new album, and I thought the last song was this this kind of song, and I like just heard a really heavy chucky riff, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, my playlist, the song's finished, it just shuffled into something else, but then she starts singing over it, so it's, yeah. So she's one of my favorites in that field as well. We have a release concert on the 1st of April this year, so, you know, throwing it out there.
It's on short notice a little bit, but but thanks for asking.
Just pointing it out.
Let's talk a little bit about the genesis of the musician you are now. How you started, which instrument, and how you evolve into the human being and the artist that you are right now in 2026.
Wow. That's kind of a life story, I guess. No, I started studying classical guitar when I was like 6. And I you know, spent as much time studying as one does when one is 6 years old, and all one wants to do is play video games and, you know, program with your friends. So, you know, it's not really like I did a lot of studying the guitar then, but I did play it until I guess about 12 years old, and then I went to, you know, higher grades in school, stopped doing that, and started, you know, playing electrical guitar a lot more. Just trying to learn there, but I only self-taught. Everything that I learned on electrical guitar has always been self-taught.
Okay.
I only had like, I guess, 1 or 2 classes of learning electrical guitar, and then I, yeah, played in a couple of bands in that era, like from when I was 13 to 20, which were both power metal and thrash metal based. I got really into technical death metal for a while. So I started trying to play something like that. I got really into street picking, you know, neoclassical stuff like that. So like over that, you know, from 14 to 20, like I spent most of my time like playing around with that kind of music. In my 20s, I started studying classical guitar and finished. I graduated with a degree in classical guitar in 2015, 15 probably, and yeah, then I decided to go to the Netherlands to study audio engineering.
Engineering.
So, yeah.
I did 1 year in engineering also, but I dropped.
Audio engineering, so like the boring kind, like the non money making one.
Okay.
The one that only costs you money and doesn't make any money. So yeah, it's hard. I played in a couple of bands from like 2010 to 2020. Mostly in a band called Dark Note, which was a metal death kind of band with prog elements as well, which we released one album back in 2020. And I played in Blood Feud. I played in a lot of projects that started but never really went anywhere. So there's a lot of like catalogs of bands that I played with that didn't really go anywhere because we just didn't have the time or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess after I turned 20, like my experiences with trying to learn and how to play music and write music kind of slowed down. But after I came home from the Netherlands in 2016, and when we started Paladin, when I started recording a lot by myself, I guess my musical approach changed a lot, because I think the best thing any musician can learn in regards to like how well you play is to record yourself. So when you record yourself and you realize that you're not, you know, nearly as good as you thought you were, that's when you start to practice for real. Like when you hit that take like the 15th time, you know, in a row, trying to nail like a little riff in like a time coda inside of a project that you're recording, and you realize like, yeah, I can't play this. Like, I'm not this good. I have to practice this up until I can play it. That's when it turned better. And I think a lot of my guitar skills, my recent ones, have come through these years of like after I learned to record from like my 20s, when I was 26 to like today. I've learned, I think, more on an electric guitar than I did from like 15 to 26.
Yeah, you became a pro,
I guess,
because you had skills. Yeah. So you add a lot of skills. You practice a lot of probably difficult exercise and difficult things to do on guitar, but you brought that more tight with years and recording yourself.
Yeah, that and playing with in-ears live also helps you to realize that you really suck on your instrument.
Yes, you are just yourself if you want.
Yeah, it's not a great feeling, I promise you.
I know it's unexpected, and you will probably say no, but will it be possible to hear a little bit of that lute behind?
Yeah. I don't even know if it's tuned, but we can try it. Shit, I don't even know what to play. It's a very, like, it's funny because I really wanted the lute when I was studying classical guitar, because I really enjoy that kind of sound. The thing is that it was really hard to find, luthier that was creating lutes in Iceland.
Yeah.
And let alone trying to buy something and bring it home to Iceland. It's just going to cost too much money. I found this on Tommen, the German like musical web store. They have stock lutes. I bought this for, I think, 600 euros. So it's an absolute piece of crap, but it works. And I like the first time I tried to play a lute, it was like really nice.
Wow. Is there any lute on the new album?
Sorry?
There's lute on the new album? Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice. I like the sound of that instrument. That's why I ask. I don't have a lot of opportunity to hear that.
It is. I spent like almost all of last year, or I guess 2 years ago, not practicing electric guitar, just playing this lute. So
next time you will play something, you will be prepared.
Yeah, right.
The band you were referring to that I shared with you is Fraternia.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that album was great. It got me through a whole birthday. So
yeah, they got back together like in 2019 or 2021, I think. Right in the pandemic. It was a band I like at the beginning of the 2000. I think their second album is fucking banger. And they were not active for almost 20 years, and then in the pandemic they drop I think it's in 2021 their comeback album, which is really good, and that one is the final stand that they release I think 3 years later, and it's even better. I think the vocalist has such a wonderful voice, and it reminds me a bit of your singer. That's why
I heard that. Yeah, I noticed that as well. Like they have the same kind of timbre and their voice.
Yeah, totally. We are getting close to the end of this interview. Thank you for taking an hour with me to talk about Power Paladin and your musical journey throughout the years. The new album will be released on March 27 via Roar. Can we expect another single prior to the release? I guess so.
Yes, we can. So sometime next month. I can't say the dates. I guess both because it's a secret still, and also because I don't remember. So I can tell you sometime before it releases. Yeah.
Sounds great. And is there any, for my last question, is there any tour that are getting prepared behind the curtains?
Nothing planned as of right now, but I guess because all the festivals stuff like that in the summer is filled up, so I guess we're kind of out for that. but you never know. We are playing in at least in Norway in May at Warriors of Steel Festival.
Yes, I saw that the lineup is quite nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a power metal oriented festival in the
I'd love to get there.
Yeah, it's go for it. It looks amazing. At least we're excited to do that. That's the only concert abroad we've been confirmed at as of now. But hopefully, when the album comes out, we will get something. We're hoping for something at least next year, at least.
I hope for you, because with the first video, it took off, and I was like, oh, maybe they will get finally a little bit more known, and they will be able to maybe tour a little bit if that's what they want to do. Because
I think we're not really a touring band. I'm going to say that straight out, because I mean, almost all of us except for me in the band have 2 kids, shit like that, and really, yeah. I like programming jobs, stuff like that. I myself, I work in the entertainment industry, so I'm a contractor and a freelancer as well. So it doesn't really matter for me. But yeah, for them, it's a bit harder to go away for like a month to play.
yeah. It has to. You will have to take his vacation to do a tour.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can just do.
Yeah, festival gig.
Yeah, festival.
Gig. Yeah. That's a dream. Yeah, that's our dream. Just to play as many festivals. Our dream is to play like Wacken Open Air, Summer Breeze, anything like that.
Summer Breeze. I think Summer Breeze is getting even better than Wacken, and the temperature is better usually. Less mud.
Yeah.
So, do you want to say anything as a conclusion to this interview to all Power Paladin fans or newcomer in the band?
I want to start by thanking you for doing this interview. It was really nice. It's fun to do these long-format interviews. It's I like that. Also, to the people that are hearing about us first now, hopefully you can check out our album. It's gonna be really good. We already have 2 singles out. Check them out, and I'll end it on the big clause that we always say: with great power comes great metal.
Totally. I think with the first 2 single, we know that there is a lot of quality and epicness into this new offering, and I can't wait to have my hands on a copy of this record.
Excited for it.
So have a great night. Enjoy time with your friends. I think you are having people visiting you tonight. So
that's correct. I think one of them already showed up. So
that's great. So enjoy yourself the weekend, and let's keep in touch, man. Cheers.
You too, friend. Cheers, man. See you around.
That was nice.
That was great. That was good. You're a good interviewer. It's different it's different when these long ones can go